Hello, this is Brent Grover from Evergreen Consulting, speaking to you for Advanced Supply Chain Solutions, powered by IBIS. The topic for this month is adding services that customers will pay for. A long-time challenge for wholesale distributors because value-added services, unfortunately, typically add cost for the wholesale distributor, but they don't generate more revenue as a result. Well, they reduce profits. Questions that salespeople are posed by their customers include, why should I pay you for something that you used to do for me for free? Or why should I pay you extra for something that your suppliers don't charge for? Those are tough questions for the distributors to handle. And it raises for management the question of, is gross margin the only way for distributors to get paid for what they do? Some examples of value-added services are, and as you can see in different trade lines, different services are required, but they range from the paper industry, from cutting, repackaging, and relabeling paper for printers, as you can see all the way down to the bottom of the page where we're talking about equipment repair and maintenance for distributors who sell equipment, such as packaging distributors or medical supplies distributors, which reminds me of a story about a client whom we worked with some years ago that was in the business of distributing medical equipment. In their particular case, it was diagnostic equipment, and it was sold right along with the diagnostic consumables or supplies. Think of x-ray machines and x-ray film and the chemicals that are used to process and develop x-rays. In this particular company's situation, the salespeople often threw out the challenge to management, which was, I can't charge my customer for service because they're a good customer, and the service is what they expect as part of the doing business with us to buy our supplies. And another possible response from a customer might be, or from a manufacturer might be, for warranty work that the distributor performs on equipment, which would be your role as a distributor or as a dealer for us includes doing warranty repairs. I'll give you some parts, but I'm not going to pay you for the labor. So the distributor's caught in between, in this case, the medical equipment manufacturers who don't want to pay for the service, even warranty repairs, and the customers who feel strongly that they are entitled to receive free service on the equipment either because they have bought the equipment from the distributor or because they buy their supplies from the distributor. How did this ever get resolved? Well, the resolution was that this distributor purchased a service company that specialized only in repairing equipment, that didn't sell supplies and didn't sell equipment. As a result, the only thing that the salespeople from the service company had to sell was service itself, and they had no rationale for giving it away for free because obviously that was their livelihood. And by shifting the service business at the distribution company over to the service company, which was managed by a professional service manager, the salespeople in the supplies and equipment end of the business were taken out of the responsibility of having to sell service and get paid for service. They were simply there to sell equipment and to sell supplies. So it made a dramatic difference to the way that distributor got results from the service part of their business. And I also might add, the case of a bigger company, a much bigger company, IBM, in the book Why Elephants Can't Dance, Lou Gerstner stated that his problem at IBM of the salespeople for computers and software giving away service was that they spun off the service into a separate business. So it's an analogous story to what I mentioned about the medical supplies distributor. So the question is, the challenge is how to get paid for value-added services. And this month, as we do our weekly blog commentary, I'm going to throw out 3 different approaches you might use. One is to just copy what everybody else does in wholesale distribution, and that's frequently reacting to the customer who says, can you do this for me? And your answer might be, yes, of course. And then starts the difficult game of trying to get paid for those services because they're no different, they're not distinctive compared to what anybody else does. Another possibility would be to use services as a way, or give them away, essentially as a way to hang on to business at customers who are considered to be at risk of taking their business to the competition. So the service, value-added services, becomes essentially a price cut that the distributor can use to try and hang on to the business, the supplies business, or the equipment business at the customer. The third approach is the one that I'm going to spend most time on, because that's the one that really works, which is being innovative about services instead of just reacting to what customers ask for, or using services as a loss leader, rather to innovate services that create value for the customer, and that you focus on your key accounts when doing this. So there's more to come on this subject. I look forward to discussing it with you in the next few weeks this month. But to sum up the challenge, we're very good. We distributors are very good at creating value and adding value for our customers. We're not very good at getting paid for it. We definitely need to improve the process we use to create value-added services for our customers. And as you might expect, we really need to understand not only the value we're creating for the customer, we need to understand the cost that we generate for ourselves and be able to measure the profit or loss from providing value-added services. So until next week, this is Brent Grover from Evergreen Consulting for Advanced Supply Chain Solutions, powered by IBIS. Thanks.